this protest at Rishi Sunak's Yorkshire mansion in the UK. Greenpeace got on top of his house and they unfurled huge big black banners, black rolls of felt effectively it looked like, and covered the house in them. And it was in protest to oil exploration and gas exploration licences being granted by Rishi Sunak's government. There are people who are defending Greenpeace today, and their actions, there are others denigrating them. I mean, protest is meant to be disruptive. It's the whole point of it. And there are people who would have protesters kind of standing quietly on the footpath, not getting in anybody's way, which defeats the purpose. It is meant to discommode people. It is meant to put people out. It is meant to annoy. Having said that, I do feel some sense of disquiet at protests being targeted at the private homes of politicians. And we've had it here in this country. We saw it with Simon Harris and Stephen Donnelly from the government. We saw it with Paul Murphy as well relatively recently. I think it's wrong, to be honest, to protest outside somebody's private home, particularly if there are or there might be children there. And Rishi Sunak, you can disagree with his policies all you want, but he's got two relatively young kids, two daughters. They're only 12 and 10. And maybe they weren't at home when this protest happened. We're going to find out the details a little bit later. But they could have been at home. And it could have been traumatic for them. And I know people would text in and say, oh, you know, trauma. It's only a few bits of felt rolled off the house. But I don't think any of us can decide what is traumatic for somebody else. You know, if you've got a child at home who's prone to a bit of anxiety or worry as it is, the idea of strangers climbing up onto the roof and tarping the house with black felt, I mean, I think that is possibly traumatic. So I would have reservations about people's private homes being targeted. Serious reservations.